everyone, it's Beaky Key Blog here, and we are recapping episode 17 of season 5's Teen Wolf called
A Credible Threat.
Beaky Key Blog. I'm Bren, and you know me as ScarletNerd24 on Twitter.
And I'm Katrina, and you know me as XXKMGamingXX on Twitter and Instagram.
We are going to highlight our top 5 moments, what the F, highlights of Teen Wolf episode 17. Starting with
Kira.
Number
1. What the hell is going on with Kira?
I don't know. I think she just wants her inner foxiness to come out.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And it wants to just fight everybody.
It just wants to murder. Yeah, so we see her this episode just, I don't know, just on a rampage. It starts off kind of early in the episode when Scott and Kira are having a special moment.
Yeah.
And during that special moment, they talk about
lacrosse.
What's up with that?
I don't know. That's not bedroom talk.
No, it's like, I'm so into lacrosse. And then she kept her socks on.
Her knee-high socks.
Oh, yeah, her knee-high socks on. A little interesting love scene, but still nonetheless cute because they're just adorable.
They are. Yes, they are, definitely.
Yeah, so...
but, you know, throughout the whole thing, I feel like Scott is kind of not trusting her as much.
No. You kind of see that in his eyes when he's kind of, like, laying in bed. Like, he could have, like, yawned or, you know, like, good morning, beautiful kind of thing. But no, he was just like...
just kind of laying there like...
What's going on with her?
Yeah, it was kind of...
interesting. And then later on in the episode, you know, Kira's inner fox takes on Scott, and he basically has to yell her name. He's like, Kira! And then finally she, like, snaps out of it and is like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? What did I do?
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I think for Kira, Scott is her anchor.
Yes. I think so too. Definitely.
So, I mean, it was an interesting episode with Kira. You know, I loved her lacrosse thing, which is like, well, this is a dull game. You know, like, I loved that part. I think I like a little bit of spicy Kira in my life. But I also miss the adorable, awkward, quirky Kira that I miss.
And I feel like we need that in the show. A little bit more fun. It's been so dark, so it needs to lighten a little bit.
Yeah, and we did get some of that. We got our number 2.
Coach! We got Coach.
Coach is back. I love Coach.
And he was in rehab for 7 months?
Yeah, rehab for several months. And it was an interesting scene because Scott and Styles come to Coach to get him to come back to Beacon Hills as their lacrosse coach to participate in a charity game. And they're hoping to get Coach to forfeit. And it's an interesting, like, little scene. I'll let you tell a little bit more because I didn't spot it at first.
Oh, yeah. On the door to the rehab is the picture, like, for the rehab center. But it's 4 people, a boy, a boy, and a girl. And it looks like Scott and Kira and Lydia and Styles.
Yeah.
It looks like them, like, all holding hands. And I saw it and I was like...
interesting.
I was like, what the heck? That's kind of cool.
And there was it was like a painting, too, in the rehab center, but there's not really good, like, screen cap for it. But when I looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. It looks like the 4 of them.
Yeah. So.
Little interesting tidbit.
Cute little thing I've spotted.
Yeah. So I love the scene in the rehab center, especially because, you know, Coach, when we first see him, we're like, what's going on? Because he's kind of like this catatonic state that we've seen so long with Lydia through this season. And he's basically, like, rusing the nurse to make them think that he is like a relapse. And so he can stay in the rehab center because he doesn't want to go back home. He doesn't want to be a coach again. He makes it very clear, like, he doesn't want to go back to Beacon Hills High School because he got shot by an arrow.
Yeah.
In in season 3. So he definitely knows there's something going on in Beacon Hills High, especially, and he doesn't want any of it.
And yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to go to that school.
No. Moving along to our number 3. 3 moment. Lydia.
What's up with Lydia?
Oh, apparently she's fine.
Yeah.
She's just peachy.
After that crazy traumatizing thing that she went through.
Yeah, she still, I would think she still has a hole in her head. You know?
I don't think it just grows, and like bone and
I mean, I know she's supernatural, but I don't know. But she kind of, like, was going about things like it was just another day in the life of Lydia. You know, she's back with the pack, which I love seeing, but at the same time, I kind of still want to see her kind of coping with everything. She went through, like, a most traumatic experience, I think, out of the characters, you know, with the exception of Scott. Well, maybe Styles because he was void, but, you know, she went through a pretty traumatic situation, and I just kind of wanted more of her, like, at home. You know, she basically doesn't need to take any courses at high school. We know that because she's just smart and intelligent, completed her senior year. I kind of wanted her with her mom, kind of rebuilding that relationship, and, like, having the pack come to her for, you know, advice with their plans. Yeah. Because she was in the library again. Yeah. The place where all that bad stuff began was in that library. So.
Yeah. And then she was the only one who found
Parrish, which leads to our number 4.
The Hellhound.
The Hellhound. Yeah, he is in the library. And he's slashed up, burnt up, half naked. And apparently Lydia's the only one to see him in that whole entire library. But hey, it's Beacon Hills.
I guess a lot of things just go unnoticed.
I wouldn't go unnoticed seeing a Parrish shirtless in my library.
I would notice that.
I would notice that for sure. But yeah. But yeah, so we see that Lydia has found Parrish. It brings him back to the Argents, and just a little leeway to the whole bus thing is that Parrish is being followed by Chris Argent at the request of Jordan to see what he is up to when he's the Hellhound. And they find him at the high school and looking for bodies, I'm assuming, because, you know, that's what he does. And, yeah, so he has an encounter with the Beast of Jevadon and loses round number 2. Beast 2, Hellhound 0.
There it is.
So, yeah, so we learn a little more about the Hellhound as well. The Argents put him into this, like, box contraption thing that is heated, that brings out the Hellhound.
What did you call it? Argent S&M.
That's what when I was watching, I was like, this is like an Argent S&M. Little thing going on.
Little contraption.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the box is supposed to draw out the Hellhound. And then with that, we discover Parrish is dead.
Parrish is dead. He died when he was serving in the Navy as an EOD. And unfortunately, one of the explosives went off and killed Jordan, which surfaced one of the Hellhound's names that he likes to go by, which is Cerberus. And we know him from Greek mythology.
And Hercules actually fought him. He's the 3-headed dog. So that guards the gates of hell.
Yeah, he's like a guardian, yeah. Which is kind of what the Hellhound is in Beacon Hills. He's the guardian of the supernatural. Interesting. Yes. So, you know, we find that out, but I'm still very, very confused about Jordan. Like, is he dead? Is he not dead? Is it just talk from the demon?
Yeah, because when he falls out and, like, Lydia's there with him, it sounds like Jordan.
It sounds like Jordan's back, and he's like, I need to leave. And I'm like, oh, what do you mean leave? Like, leave from that vessel? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It doesn't make sense.
So confused.
I thought he was the one that was supposed to fight the Beast.
And then, you know, you're like, oh, cool, the Hellhound's going to fight him. But then Lydia was like, you can't win if you're just the Hellhound. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
What is going on?
What is going on? We will never know.
We'll never know. Anyways.
Yeah, kind of like we still don't know who the Beast of Jevadon is, which leads to our number 5. And that is the Beast of Jevadon. What we learn is that he is a size 10 shoe, or she is a size 10 shoe.
That would be a really big foot for a girl.
Yes, I'm a size 8.
I'm like a 7.5.
So that girl must have really big feet, or I'm pretty sure it's a dude.
And you're pretty sure it's
Mason.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think it's Mason because Corey and Mason share this intimate kiss in the bus. And Corey breaks the kiss off, kind of looks at Mason strangely, and is like, oh, nothing. Because Mason's like, what's going on? Nothing. And so I'm thinking it's Mason also because he hasn't encountered the Beast of Jevadon himself. Everybody else kind of has.
And what I noticed is when they were kissing on the bus, they were at the bus, and then that's where the beast comes out. It's from the bus area.
Could be a parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I still think it's Mason. He's my number one.
Yes.
Yes. So also about the Beast of Gévaudan that we learn about is that the man of Gévaudan wants to take over the host. So the pack is trying hard to figure out who the last chimera is to keep the host intact so the man of Gévaudan doesn't surface and take over the host. And also that the Beast of Gévaudan apparently attacks on frequencies.
Yeah, the frequencies. That's why they wanted to have Coach forfeit the game.
Because of the news
broadcasting.
Of the charity game, of the lacrosse game. Which leads to some notable moments that we have. And that is one is the Desert Wolf makes an appearance on the lacrosse game. And Malia and the Desert Wolf have a little bit of a tiff. And, you know, she calls her a bitch. And basically is like, I still want to kill you. And it's like proud mama moment for Desert Wolf because she's like, you are my daughter. And I guess she invites her to come with her. Yeah. Which I don't, this episode was so weird.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Like, what's the Desert Wolf's agenda? What, really? And she called her sweetheart. It's just really weird.
Yeah.
Really weird encounter.
Yeah.
Another notable moment is that Hayden comes to Liam and tells him that she wants to be part of Scott's pack.
Yes. Which we were thinking she would try to start her own pack.
Yes.
Or I was thinking that she might just end up.
I hope not. That would suck for her to die twice, you know? Poor Liam to lose his love twice.
Seems like a lot of people lose their love on the show.
Their first loves. It's like the first love curse. I wouldn't put it past Jeff Davis to do that. No.
That'd be sad.
It would be sad.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and our last notable moment, of course, is Liam, as I like to call Scrappy-Doo, goes after the Beast of Gévaudan. Like, he's like this badass werewolf coming at you. And I'm like, no, dude, you're a beta. Stay back. Like, don't be the hero. This is not the time to do it. Yeah. And he, like, goes up and he, like, lunges at him. And the beast is, like, huge. Not even twice. Like, 3 times his size.
Liam's, like, the size of the beast's, like, leg.
Yes. And, so I don't know what's going to happen. What do you guys think? Do you think Liam's going to survive his first encounter with the Beast of Gévaudan? Comment below what you think.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, I'm interested to figure it out next episode.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so those are our top 5 highlights of this episode. Hope you guys enjoy them. Comment below, subscribe, whatever you like to do, and make sure that you catch Teen Wolf on MTV at 9 p.m. on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Bye.